Good morning, boys and girls. It's Tuesday, May 12th. On today's video, I'm going to walk you through each of the problems on the 10-2 Practice E walk, 10-2 Practice E on Edge Elastic. Let's try that again. I'm going to walk you through each of the problems on the 10-2 Edge Elastic practice assignment. We're going to be talking about the volume of cones today. I have a couple of Pinterest posts for you. When your dog realizes nobody can leave the house for 2 weeks. Dogs. And a little Tiger King. Me, Prince Anything in Color. My dad. I'm never going to financially recover from this. They always act like everything's so expensive. Colored ink. Well, sometimes kids abuse it though. So today's secret word, if you've watched the video, the word you should comment for today's video is the name of a place you would most like to visit. Now, I'm thinking, I've always kind of wanted to see the Mediterranean, like Greece and Italy. And so I guess I would comment Mediterranean or European or something like that. Let me know where you would most like to go. Right? Let me go ahead and fire up Edge Elastic. Hang on just a second. Okay, so like I said before, we're going to be talking about the volume of a cone today. And yesterday we talked a little bit about how to use the formula, and I gave you some examples. Today I'm going to take you through the Edge Elastic assignment. Number 1 looks like this. This is a volume of cones, and it says use the drop-down menus to fill in the 6 statements below. What type of formulas measure the amount of space occupied by a 3D solid? That would be your volume. The V stands for volume. The pi symbol represents pi, which equals about 3.14. I know you guys know that one. R always stands for radius. These are pretty easy. On the choices, there's only one word that even starts with R. H stands for height, and volume is measured in cubic units, so cubed. Okay, so everybody gets number 1 right. Right. Number 2 asks you to find the volume of a cone using the formula, and they want you to use 3.14 for pi. Okay, so let me fire up my pen. I'm definitely having my challenges today. First the cat, now technology. Okay, so for question number 2, they're asking me to find the volume. Okay, so we're going to come over here. We have our volume formula. Volume is equal to 1/3 times pi times the radius squared times the height. Well, we're looking for volume. 1/3 is a constant. It always stays in the formula. Pi, they've told us to use 3.14 for pi today, well, in this problem. And the radius is given there in the picture. The radius is the distance from the center of the base to the edge. So the radius is 6, and you have to square the radius, so 6 squared. Then we're going to do times the height. The height is the distance from the pointy part, the vertex, all the way to the center of the base. So that's 28. No worries, I've done the math ahead of time. When you plug all this into your calculator, you will get an answer that looks like this. And I'm rounding this. It's actually 0.39998, whatever. But I think you can pretty much figure out which of those multiple choice answers is the right one. Nope, need next. There's next. I don't want previous. There we go. Next. All right. So find the volume of the cone. It gives you the formula again, and this time it says to express your answer in terms of pi. Well, that means we're not going to substitute 3.14 for pi. We're just going to leave the pi symbol in the problem. So when we come over here, volume equals 1/3 times pi times the radius squared times the height. My handwriting is still not good with this thing. We're solving for volume. Always have 1/3. They're saying just leave pi for now. The radius on this cone is 2, so we're going to have 2 squared. And the height on this cone is 9. Okay, so we're just going to let pi hang out. In your calculator, you're going to multiply 1/3 times 4. Where did 4 come from? 2 squared is 4. Times 9, and then we're just going to stick pi at the end like a variable, kind of like 6x, only pi is going to be doing that job. When you put this in your calculator, you will get 12. And there you go. So then you just choose the correct multiple choice answer. Okay? Super easy, right? Still don't have my next. All right. Next. There we go. Okay, this is question number 4. Find the volume of the cone, and the trick in this one is that this distance over here that they have given you is not the radius. This is the diameter, it goes all the way across the base. We don't want diameter, we need radius. Well, radius is half of the diameter. So in this case, radius is going to be 5, not 10. You need to be careful of that when you're solving these. Okay, so when we put our problem together here, we would have 1/3 times pi. Do they want us to use 3.14 this time? Yes, they do. So 3.14 times the radius, which we know is 5, not 10, times the height, which is 9. Okay. When we multiply all that together, we get 235.5. I see that over there. Yep. It's your favorite multiple choice answer. Okay. And so this is question 5. This is the last question. On this one, they've given you the volume, but they're asking you to find the height. So this takes an extra step, so pay close attention. We're going to be using our formula, volume equals 1/3 times pi times the radius squared times the height. This time we know the volume. It's right here, 593.46. So instead of V, we're going to put 593.46 equals 1/3. They want us to use 3.14 for pi. See right there. So we'll use times, did I just put a half? We'll magically make that a third. There we go. Times 3.14 times the radius, and the radius is 9. So we're going to do 9 squared, times the height. We don't know what the height is, so we're just going to leave h. Okay? Cats. Sorry for the mess on here. Sorry for the barking. So we have 1/3 times 3.14, and 9 squared is 81. This is like teaching school again. People keep interrupting me. Only this time it's a dog. When you plug that into your calculator, you get, I have this all figured out here, you get 84.78 h. Okay? Now the step, what we have to do now is we want to get h by itself, but it's being multiplied with 84.78. So what we do to fix that is we divide both sides by 84.78. 84.78. These cancel, leaving us just h on that side, and we get 7. So that's how you solve for a missing height. All right. I'm sure you're going to do really well on this, and I look forward to seeing all your great grades. And I hope you have a good week. This is your only assignment for this week. This and the Google Docs assignment, the Google Slides thing that we talked about on Monday. Okay. Well, have a great week. If you have any questions, of course, let me know. Email me, call me, text me, pretty much anything. Have a great week. Bye.